What's up, y'all? Animated Heroes here today, and I decided that I want to do something a little bit different. I want to talk on what I've been hearing and seeing a whole lot on Instagram, and that's going to be buying expensive action figures. Now, one thing I know is being a collector, you really don't want to spend a whole lot of money on action figures, and it's understandable because we all know that they're not just normal toys that you can go to Walmart and buy for $6 or $7. They're definitely something that we as collectors take care of and cherish a whole lot. So yeah, 40, 50, 60, maybe even $70 is all right for some of us people who like to collect, but sometimes it gets a little excessive depending on the figure. And why I'm saying that right now is Marvel Legends Black Panther. That's part of the reason that I'm doing this video. That figure is being sold at hundreds right now, and for those of you who don't know, I'll go ahead and add this. It's just now hitting stores, so I wouldn't buy it on eBay or Amazon or anything like that if you're in a rush for that figure. Just wait, because it's hitting stores, and then you don't want to end up paying 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 plus bucks for it, and then you find it at your local Walmart, Target, etc. So anyway, off of that, like I said, I want to talk about buying expensive action figures. And I know for people who don't have a lot of money, any SH Figuarts or anything like that would probably be expensive. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. But for people who are true collectors, and mostly what this video is going to pertain to is the Dragon Ball Z collectors, of the people who are trying to get the older figures. This video mostly pertains to us guys, because I'm a Dragon Ball Z collector myself. As you can tell, I got a Dragon Ball Z shirt on. But anyway, that's what this video is going to talk about. Now, from what I've seen, what's really hot right now, the figure that everybody is wanting, and especially with the release of the new Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, is this guy right here. This is going to be pretty much the talk of my whole video. I know a lot of people want this guy, and I didn't put it in a box. I was too lazy. It's standing on my shelf. But yeah, I know a lot of people want that figure. And how I see it is, action figure collecting, buying figures that go for that price really depends on how much you want it. And why I say that is, a lot of people wanted Bandai to release the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with a normal head, just like they did Goku, and that's very understandable. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they didn't, so I'm not even going to harp on that. A lot of people want that figure because they want a regular normal head that's not Datong. How I see it is, when it comes to figures like that, you're probably just going to have to, and then again, like I said, it does depend on how much you want the figure, but you're probably just going to have to buy the Scouter Vegeta. I don't know if they're going to re-release it. I don't know how they could do an advanced color because it's anime accurate. So I would just go ahead and buy that figure, honestly. And why I say that is because I spent 120 bucks on this guy, and I didn't regret it at all, not even a little bit. It's Vegeta. He's my favorite character, and I wanted it bad enough. I spent the money, and I didn't regret it at all. And I know a lot of people were happy about the release of the premium colors of this guy. Yeah, I don't have a box for him. I bought him loose, so that's why he's probably going to be the only figure that I actually show. But yeah, this guy, the authentic Super Saiyan Vegeta. Great figure. Really, really great figure. Honestly, it's got this guy beat. I know a lot of people probably like this one, and yeah, it's a great figure. It's the replica, basically. It's the same figure over, just repaint, and it just doesn't, the hair, man, it just doesn't, it's not like the original. It doesn't have that shading. It doesn't give you the real Super Saiyan feel of having this guy. And yeah, it's a great figure. And for the people who can't afford this guy, I understand that. But if you bought that just as a figure to replace the authentic, it's not going to do that. And it's not going to do that with any figure. Just the same as the premium color Trunks. While it's great figure, it's not going to replace it. And why I say that is because the first time I got this guy, I spent 275 bucks on it. I'm just going to be open on what I spent. 275 bucks on this guy. And it hurt my wallet, yeah. But, once I got it in hand, I didn't think about the money. Because Trunks is one of my favorite characters. I didn't think about what I spent. at all. It didn't bother me even a little bit. So for the people who collect Dragon Ball Z, I know there's a lot of older figures that you want. And I've also been seeing, since I've been posing him, a lot of people want this guy, Perfect Cell. Now, he's going for 150 to 200 plus right now. Actually, I can't find him for less than 200 anymore. But funny story about this guy was, it was my birthday, January the 6th. That's my birthday for those who don't know. I got on eBay and I had a whole lot of extra money, but I had said to myself I wasn't going to spend over 150 for sale. I just was not going to do it. And he's my favorite bad guy, but I just wasn't going to spend that much for him. But I get on eBay and I found him for exactly 150 free shipping. And I called my cousin. I was like, man, I think God is trying to tempt me right now. I didn't know what to say, but like I said, I was tempted and ended up buying him. Ended up being perfect. So, well, yeah, it's the perfect figure. But yeah, 150 bucks on this guy. No regrets. Excuse me, whatsoever. Great figure. And on to other figures in the Dragon Ball Z line that I want to talk about. My last two for Dragon Ball Z, SDCCs. These two. I'm not talking about Goku because I want that figure, but even I'm not willing to pay that ridiculous price. But these two right here, Piccolo and Gohan. I know we've got the manga versions of them, and they're great figures. I've had them. Great figures. But for those people who are like me, who want the original colors that we saw in the anime that we all grew up with, getting the manga versions, I mean, they might help some people, but not going to replace these guys. And the thing about these guys is they're constantly going up. They're still going up in price, I believe, anyway. Last time I saw Gohan, he was $250. Last time I saw Piccolo, he was $150. I paid $99 for Piccolo, and I believe I paid $150 for this guy. And yeah, don't regret it at all. Not even a little bit. And that's what I think a lot of people are thinking about, how it's going to affect their wallets. And that's definitely something to consider. But if you're thinking in terms of, oh, I don't want to spend $150 or more on an action figure just because of what it is, you have to think about the rarity of it. And one thing about Dragon Ball Z's is that what you spend on it, you can always make back. If you decide you just don't want the figure, you can sell it back and get exactly what you paid for, maybe even more. So I wouldn't worry too much when it comes to spending money on those guys. Now, what I'm saying about other figures, especially Marvel Legends, those are figures that you just have to wait to hit the stores. Now, I know a lot of people want them early. I am in a hurry for Black Panther. But one thing that I'm not going to do is spend 100 plus bucks on a Marvel Legends that doesn't come with interchangeable hands or anything. It comes with a Build-A-Figure part that I'm not going to use, and it comes with a head that isn't even accurate. So Marvel Legends, just don't spend that type of money on those. I would never do that unless you really just want the figure that bad, or it's an old classic figure that's hard to find. That I can understand. But overall, that type of money on those is a no-no in my opinion. But for the people who like genuinely collecting overseas made products, imports, whatever you want to call them, you're going to have to spend some money on those sometimes, because depending on the rarity of the figure, it's going to increase in price. Now, one thing I will say is these guys right here, I'm just going to show all four of them. These guys right here, this is the Variable Action Heroes line. I got Ace, Nami, Zoro, and Luffy. I had a few more, but I got rid of them. I don't really like that line that much. Now I just have my favorites. But those guys, each one of them runs at about, depending on where you order them, I get mine from Ami, so I can buy them for about 60 to 70 each figure. But once they come out, those guys are easily 80 bucks. You're not going to get them for less than 80 bucks anywhere. If you're lucky, Toys in the Box might have your back. They always cover me, but sometimes you're just not going to find them for less than that. So you will be spending money on certain figures. Now, what this video was made to say was basically to, for one, don't wait. I know a lot of people want to do pre-orders, and a lot of people don't. For the people that don't want to do pre-orders, you want to wait on a figure to come out before you decide to buy it, you're kind of hurting yourself, because it's always going to be cheaper before it comes out. If you pre-order it, you'll get it cheaper, because once it comes out, no matter what it is, it's going to go up, even if it's not much. Some of them will go up maybe $5 or $6. Some of them will go 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and you never know. So one thing I'm making this video to say is pre-orders. Jump on those. always pre-order a figure. If you have the slightest thought in your mind that you want a figure, pre-order it. Go ahead, because there will be no regrets, because you can sell it immediately after you get it if you don't want it. I pre-ordered Sabo, bought him for 65, I believe. When he came out, I got him, realized I didn't like the figure, sold it for 80. So, and yeah, I didn't scalp it because it shot up in price. It was 95 and you weren't going to be able to find it less than that. So yeah, you can always do that. So if you want a figure, always pre-order it, especially when it comes to the Dragon Ball Z line. Now, I know a lot of the figures that are out now, Dragon Ball Z, aren't going up as much as they used to. That's good, but you never know with those. So always pre-order those. If you like variable action heroes, always pre-order those. And just anything that's an import, always pre-order. Especially, I know a lot of people are after these Civil War figures. I want Black Panther SH Figuarts. Can't get that guy for less than 80 bucks. I'm pretty sure once he comes out and everyone's got him, won't be able to find him for less than 100 at least. So yeah, that's what this video is about, buying expensive action figures. I know a lot of people think about how much they're going to spend on it, but don't worry about it, because if you really like the character, once you get the figure in hand, you won't do anything but cherish it. These guys, I spent so much money on all these Dragon Ball Z figures. And if you've seen my page, you know how many I got. All these, I spent, I don't know, over 1,000, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, it's not hurting me whatsoever. I got them, they're in my hand. If I don't need them, I can sell them back and I can get all the money that I made, because they went up, so I could probably get more. So anyway, without going on anymore, that's all I wanted to say about that. If you like figures, pre-order them, jump on it. And for the people who are late to getting some figures, especially this guy, which is what I said this video is going to be based on, buy this guy. I know you can find somebody who will make you a deal, or if he's on eBay for 200, depending on how much you want it, get it. It won't hurt you at all. This is a great figure, along with all the rest of them that I showed. The money, don't worry about it. And that's really much all I gotta say. Yeah, I don't want to ramble on. So yeah, Animated Heroes, I hope you guys like and understand the point of this video, get what I'm saying, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.